we got a story here as I take my one pace of paper. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but I've got a story here from the Portland IPR, which is the Independent Police Review of Portland's activities. And they tweeted out, IPR is aware of video footage circulating on social media that shows an officer grabbing a press photographer and throwing him to the ground during a protest on the night of September 26th, 2020. IPR has opened an investigation into the incident. Now, I'm not sure if this is the video that they're talking about. It might be, because I searched for this video because this has been getting a little bit of notoriety because it's interesting when Portland police say that they've done something wrong. That's always something to be interested in. And I was trying to find the source video, and I think this might be it. I'm not entirely certain, but either way, let's see.
Let go, man.
This guy was like fucking, like this guy. This guy is like acting like he created a custom character in a WWE PS2 game and he's like performing his special move. Like, it's ridiculous, dude. Like, police officers, and like I said with the Brad Parscale thing, where are the conservatives at, right? Like, they have been abusing people in the press. They've been abusing protesters for months and months, and we can go years and years, right? But let's try to stay in the remote present here with this conversation just to prove the hypocritical nature of these douchebags. And I don't think proving hypocrisy does anything. I don't. But I love saying I told you so. But they have been systematically abusing press, protesters. They've been abusing random citizens. Like, people that are walking on the street have ended up getting kettled and tear gassed and maced and fucked up. And it's just like, what? Right? And then you've got a bunch of law and order goons that are out there saying, yes, this is not good enough, we need to go further. It's like, go further? What are you advocating for? I remember a couple months ago, Portland, I think this was actually like the federal troops, I think, when they were doing the whole, we're defending our property in the courthouse bullshit. When they were doing that stuff, when they were LARPing, they had like a paintball or rubber bullet gun and shot someone in the face. Right? Like, what? Wait, like, seriously, dude? Cops are fucking nutbags. They're crazy. They're Looney Tunes. I don't know what you want me to say. And my point here for covering all these little videos and clips, and sure, it's 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and I riff on it for a couple minutes maybe, right? But this is like, I need to, like, if I'm going to do a show, if I'm going to have a podcast, if I'm going to have a YouTube channel, if I'm going to do all this dumb bullshit, right? I might as well let people see what I'm seeing. Because that's my point in being here, is I'm sharing my experience with the world. And this is the stuff that I'm seeing. I have been mistreated by police. I've talked about it many times, right? I don't like when people get abused by cops. It's something personal to me. And so, over the past few months, this has been something I need to show, is whenever this happens, it is something worth talking about. Even if it's only like a 15-second video clip, right? Like, there's so many of these instances, it's kind of hard to like pay attention to them and give them the proper detail and to really look at them and go like, what the fuck is happening? Because it happens all the time, right? So I'm on Twitter, I scroll by, someone got punched by a cop. Let me scroll by. Like, I see all this all the time, and I sometimes think to myself, like, am I really going to talk about this again? And then I realize that's exactly the problem. That's the bad thing that you don't want to think. Am I really going to talk about police brutality again? Well, of course I am. It's a huge fucking problem. And so one of the things that the police are trying to do, one of their strategies, is to do this stuff every day, all day, as many times as they can, to desensitize you. And then once you're desensitized, you're like, am I really going to go outside and get beaten by a cop again? No, I'm going to stay at home and play Minecraft and smoke marijuana for 72 hours. Not talking out of any personal experience. But again, that's what the cops, that's what their strategy is to instill fear And that is why it is so important if you live in these areas and you can safely protest and you have an organization you're working with, you have a group that you're working with, it is a great idea to go to these protests and show the cops, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. I don't respect your authority. Whose law, whose order? Because it certainly ain't for me. That's my opinion on this. But again, where are the free speechers? Where are the conservative MAGA people that are like, free speech? Someone booed Trump at the Ruth Bader Ginsburg funeral and that was uncouth. Where's that freedom of speech? Oh, Jordan Peterson. They're still talking about him, by the way, even though he's been gone for like a year. Jordan Peterson got booed at a college campus. Free speech rights have been abridged. I don't know. I don't know. I like making fun of right wingers, but I know there's going to be no fruit born from that tree. But goddamn, it sucks. That's for sure. And again, we'll see how this ends up. What their strategy here with these things is they always say, yes, we're looking into it. And then they don't give you any updates. Maybe they'll update you once in a couple of months. And then they kind of just like, oh, yeah, by the way, our guy is fine. Everything is good. But we're just doing this long, drawn-out thing. Look at what happened in Minneapolis with the defunding of their police department. They passed to get rid of and dismantle the police department. And then a bunch of legal loopholes later, they still have cops roaming through the city. Isn't that strange? Isn't that interesting? Really makes you think. I don't know. That's just me. All I know is that all cops are bastards. OMG! I just fell awake and my mouth tastes like whiskey. Holy shit, what a comment. I just fell awake. Not fell asleep. I fell awake. This is coming from G Wolf. I just fell awake and my mouth tastes like whiskey. That sounds like you've got a problem that you definitely need to figure out something with.